Hello, lovelies. Happy Thursday. It's Thirsty Thursday. Who's with me? I see the peoples. Pinkies up, Yvonne. I see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. There's my girl, Cassie. Hello. Hello, Pam. Good to see you. Rebecca's in the house. Hi, Denise. And there's Martha. Pinkies up, Catherine. Hello, Marguerite. Hello, Midnight. Hi, Juanita. There's Cynthia. Hello, Heather. Hi, Beth. Hi, Beverly. And there's Julie. And Angie's here too. Yay. Hi, Jackie. And Gwen. She's got a happy Thursday going on. Hello, Anna. And Maritza. My sister-in-law's name is Maritza. Hi, Lucy. And Jennifer. Letha is here. Yay. And Lane. I'm glad you're here. Catherine's here too. Yay. Look at everybody. All the lovelies. There's Norma. Hi, Jillian. And thank you, Norma, for your testimonial. I got that this morning. That was great. Hi, Jan. Stacy. Here they all come. It's so good to see everyone. Ah, Shannon's having a hot melt salad. It is delicious. All those veggies. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Trisha. And there's Anita. Good to see you. And Sandra. Lisa's having some wise women's tea. We're getting down to the nitty gritty on that. Thank goodness it's on a slow boat from India. Hi, Heidi. Good to see you. I love it because I recognize so many of you because you know what? You've been great. I don't even want to call you customers, man. I just want to say that you're part of my family, but thank you so much for your support. Today, as I was writing out little notes on everyone's invoices and sending little cards to some of you, I just said, fantastic. Look at you. Your blood pressure's normal, Lucy. I'm so happy for you. That's good. What a delightful thing to, just to be able to have people in your universe. I feel really good about it. Hi, Barb and Suzanne. Good to see you. Well, today is a good day. And today is a day where we come together and we talk about things that are thirsty topics, right? Becky, you can find out all about the Hot Melt Sprint, which is a free program at savingdinner.com. It's right there as soon as you get to the page. You can click on that. So Jenny's on her there. Jenny's been out and about, but she's still around. So just hang in there, you guys. If you need something from Jenny, she'll tell you about it in a minute. I wanted to talk to you too today about getting in on our Blitz because it is, it's right now is the time you've got to order your stuff today, and you can get the Blitz, the whole program, absolutely free. All you have to do is order our Perfect Paleo Protein, which is a great thing anyway. This is one of the needle movers that I always tell you about because it helps you to break your fast with integrity by making sure that you have the target trifecta going on in that glass. It also helps you to keep control of your appetite and helps everything. We have tools. These are all that our supplements are tools to help you to move the needle in your life and to get out of your life what it is that you want. It helps you. It protects you. It keeps you, upheld. What did you say? The signal dropped, Sydney said. I don't know. I can't help you with that. I'm so sorry. But anyway, so the 10-day blitz is happening. The 10-day blitz happens starting on this Monday. So you want to join us on that. It is such an easy program, and it is a true needle mover, and it helps you to see and regulate your hunger hormones and really get dialed in on what it is that you're trying to do. Because sometimes we just all need a break. You know, we've had way too much fun this pandemic. So all you have to do is go to savingdinner.com/blitz, and all the information is there. Remember, it is free. It is free as long as you order your perfect paleo protein. You can get vanilla, unflavored, or chocolate. However, I've got something for you here that you all took really huge advantage of yesterday. And I'm going to say do it now because our supplement of the week runs out usually. You know, last week we were this close to going. Anyway, I want to say this. Crave Crusher and Leptofix are two supplements that I would not be without. Leptofix helps you so that your appetite starts to regulate itself and you stop overeating. And you eat when you're hungry because your leptin is fixed. You take this every single day, every single morning on an empty stomach. I do this every single morning with my SAMe and I do my thyroid as well. And it's just fantastic stuff. Then when you have your supplements for lunch, you know, or whenever you break your fast and you take all of your supplements, add in Crave Crusher. Crave Crusher keeps your cravings under control throughout the day. It's one of those, it is a needle mover. You know, we need all the help we can get. It's a tool in your toolbox. You put 3 of these and we call it the appetite control kit. You put 3 of these in your cart and we will send you a 4th one free. We'll keep you set up for most of the year with these things, you know, for at least a good portion of it. And it's fantastic. You get free shipping. Ships freeze your promo code. Take advantage of it because I promise you, we will sell out of these. We will sell out. We always do. We, you know, this is how we're rolling with our supplement company. We're making big orders of big supplements as we go. And as we have them, I'm letting you know that I've got a deal on it for you. So when I say take advantage of it, I am not kidding. This is not just like some fake, ooh, you know, let's do this. It happens, you know what happens. We've run out of body clutter. I mean, we've run out of beauty support every single time that we've run it as a special. It's out again. But, you know, we have to order more and it has to go in the batch and la, 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 la. So that's how that whole thing works. SAMe is basically like an enzyme type of a thing and it helps with depression. And if you look at it, if you look at what SAMe does for you, it in the EU, it's a prescription medication, but here it's not. It is like an antidepressant without the side effects and the weight gain and all of that. Plus it helps with your joints. And that's what I use it for, for my joints. And I just always happen to be in a good, happy place too. So I'll take it, you know, I will take it. I have taken SAMe since the late 90s and I will not be without. That's why it's in my shop. You don't see it much around and there's a lot of really crappy SAMe. Never buy the SAMe that's in a bottle because it's highly volatile. It needs to be in the nitrogen flushed, you know, cards that you pop out with the little, you know, cards. I don't know. Blister packs is what they call them. Has to be. It's unbelievable. It's a needle mover. But, you know, getting your appetite in control is a needle mover as well, because that way you get control back in your life, right? Who doesn't want control in their life? That's what this does. So don't forget, put it in your cart, put 3 in your cart. We'll add the 4th one free for you. And then if you put ships free in the coupon code, it will ship free. If you add in the Blitz, your protein as well, you're going to get that shipping free. And believe me, that's a deal. Freaking deal. We like deals. Friday tomorrow is Q&A. So if you have a question, send it to me. support@savingdinner.com. And in that subject line, question for Leanne on Friday. That's simple. And all you have to do and understand about this whole thing is that your question can be anything about nutrition, anything about supplements, anything about food, cooking, whatever. Menu planning, it's kind of my thing. Happy to help you out. Just send it in and you will get that answered tomorrow at this time for free. If you're a part of Take Back Your Life or a part of the Hot Milk Club, don't forget at 2 o'clock today in our group, we have a whole teaching on stress and how it causes weight loss resistance. That's going to be a good one for you. I hope you join me live today at 2 Eastern. And today, first of all, how about that quote of the week, guys? Quote of the week. Here it is. She who is good at making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Oh, Ben Franklin, you just pierce me to my soul. You pierce me. I forgot to say too that, when you're buying your Crave Crusher and your Leptofix, which you're going to take advantage of that deal, right? You're also going to get this lovely Mindful mug. This Mindful mug, by the way, is everything. This is a collector's item. I love this. And the next one won't look like this. So if you want the Mindful mug, Pinkies Up cup, get busy. This is what you want. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? So anyway, love this. And don't forget too, when we start the Blitz, I am going into the Daily Dish, which is our newsletter group. It's right here on Facebook. And I'll be doing something every single day to help move you along on that. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you, we need to stay on top of everything. And it is a daily thing. It is a daily thing. The workshop that's coming up for homeschoolers, it'll be $47. It's going to be for the whole day again, and Marla didn't tell you the name of it, but I might just do that right now. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Maybe you'll have to wait. Okay. So, yesterday I was talking about how emotions teach, right? We talked about how emotions teach. And today I want to kind of piggyback on that simply because I had some messages to my personal Facebook asking me some questions, which I thought were really interesting. And I thought were going to be super helpful for us to get to the place of understanding that emotions can move the needle in either direction in our life. And that it's just a matter of getting control and harnessing them, and I want you to look at that from the perspective of, yes, emotions teach, but also what are they? What is an emotion anyway? Well, an emotion is something that triggers an idea or a thought in your head, which later becomes a feeling, which you feel in your body, and you've felt that before, right? Have you felt a feeling in your body and like your stomach kind of feels sick, or you feel it in your throat, or, your head even kind of just goes whatever, but it's a feeling that happens in a way that makes you go, uh-oh. It's a feeling, and it checks you, and it can overwhelm you, and it can bring you to a place of that you don't like. But I want to put this out for you because I read this and I thought it was just like one of the best things I'd ever read, is that emotions are basically a data point. That's it. They're a data point of, okay, what's going on? And when you look at it this way, and you've heard me say this, about the unplug the emotion thing, but when you look at it this way, you can see it as just one more thing that you can check the box on. And it's so helpful because it keeps emotions in their place. And I also want to move us from some thinking that I think most of us do. And I've certainly been guilty about it because this is everything, and that is that we have to start identifying ourselves, not with our emotions, but with who we are. Write that one down. Do not identify an emotion with who you are. Identify an emotion of something that you have. So in other words, instead of saying, don't say, I am so sad. I am so sad. And I am angry. I am this, I am that. And running through those, because that's not who you are. That is something that you're experiencing and you're feeling. That's huge. That is huge. And that helps to diffuse all the things that we're thinking and that whole, that big spin that's going on in your head. Instead, I am noticing I feel sad. I am noticing I feel angry. I am noticing I feel this way. You have now taken that emotion and put it into proper perspective. Because if we allow emotions to take us on this ride, it's like surfing, you know? And if you've ever crashed, body surfing or anything like that, and I mean, I almost drowned from one of those things, then you understand you're not in control. The wave is. I think this is a huge thing. This is a huge thing because it gives us control again. We all need control over our emotions. We all need control over the experiences that we're having in our lives. And if we understand that emotions are just feelings that are doing their thing in our bodies, they don't own us. They're simply giving us a sensation. It's like stubbing our toes. And we can put them in their proper perspective and put them in their proper place. And then we have control. We're not giving up. We're not giving up our power. You've heard me talk about how I feel like I gave up my power to food. But we also give up our power to our emotions. And we say, we're overwhelmed. We can't do anything about it. I had all of this was going on and then this happened. And therefore, but that's giving so much more credit to an emotion than we really should, because emotions are simply data points in our experience. That is it. Isn't that powerful? That just absolutely blew me away. And though while we have we oftentimes will say, one of the things that we oftentimes will say is that our negative emotions are associated with poor outcomes, which is true. But I want to reframe that for you. Negative emotions and emoting and putting too much truth into negative emotions are what predict a poor outcome rather. So if we can look at it like we're having this a negative emotion, this is happening, I am noticing that this particular negative emotion is happening right now. That's it. You're noticing it. You're acknowledging it. You're not ignoring it. You're not pushing it down. You're not pretending it doesn't exist. But you're also not giving it all the credit for everything that's happened in your life. Because we do that. And when we do that, we lose control. It's like body surfing and being out in riptides and allowing them to take you out to sea. We don't have to do that anymore. We just have to merely understand what this emotion is all about. It is just a feeling that's happening in our body from an idea that we had or something that went, boom, remember that? So what? Yeah, it happened. It's over. And now let's go to the future. Let's go to the present on where we are. Isn't that so powerful to you? I mean, it was for me. It just did it. There's a psychologist named Lisa Barrett who said there's an important place that we need to go and emotionally differentiate so that we can identify exactly what's going on. And now I know a lot of people, and they've said this to me in their coaching sessions and what have you, that they can't figure out what's wrong. And that's fine. If you can't figure out what's wrong, I promise you it will come back, and that it will, as long as you don't dismiss it and pretend that it's not there. It is that simple. It really is that simple. We have tools for that. We have meditative practices. We have prayer. We have journals. We have body clutter buddies. We have counselors and pastors and people that we can speak to on that. We can choose, Pam says, I was on that roller coaster last night. We can also choose not to get on the roller coaster. We can choose not to get on the roller coaster by identifying and saying what it is and differentiating it from this thing is telling us. This thing is telling us that you're feeling bad because of this, and that you are not the emotion, but you are feeling it only. Gosh, that's such a freeing thing. I hope you're grasping this and looking at it from that perspective. You know, we don't have to rationalize, we don't have to dismiss, and we don't need to, even get defensive about how we feel, right? We don't. We can feel these ways. We can. But we also need to understand that everything within us is completely within our grasp of dealing with it, in the way that we can, one little bite at a time. And honestly, sometimes people's emotions are just huge. They're like great big huge elephants. But the problem is, and the reason that they've become these great big huge elephants, is because we haven't dealt with the elephant in the room. We've dismissed it. We've pretended it didn't exist. We've said, oh, I'm fine, when inside you're about ready to burst. And the thing that I'm trying to get you to this place is understanding that it's okay to feel this way and it's okay to process it. But you have to at first acknowledge it and understand what it actually is. It is not the definition of who you are. It is merely something you're feeling. It's a data point. It's like your eyes are blue and you've got freckles. It's like your skin is brown and you're double jointed. Whatever it is about you, it is just a part of who you are. We're all like that. We are human beings that experience our lives with our emotions, but they do not dictate who we are. They merely show what we're feeling. Isn't that so freeing? Gosh, that is for me. I like it. I like it because it puts everything in a perspective and it gives us an opportunity to go back and to say, yes, now I can deal with this. Emotions are tools, always tools, and we need our tools. Our tools are the things that help us to process and put into place the life that we want to live. We don't want a life that's overwhelmed with emotion. We want our emotions to tell us what's going on. So if there's something inside that's bothering us, we need to look at that. But look at it from what it's telling you. You feel a certain way. It isn't that you are this. She said, say the last part one more time. Your emotions are tools. They're tools only. They don't identify who you are. They identify only how you're feeling. The end. You know, I am depressed. No, you're not a depressed person. You're feeling depressed. I am so sad. I am so overwhelmed. So that's putting an identification on you that says, I am an overwhelmed person. And that makes you paralyzed and not able to do anything. But when you say, you know what? I'm feeling a little overwhelmed here. And you just take a little bit of the sting out of it and just say, okay, so now what can I do? Yeah? Isn't that so cool, Patricia? It is so cool because it gives you now a place to pivot and a thing to do. Instead of putting you in paralysis analysis, it puts you in a place of something to do. Now you've got your next thing to do. It's merely a data point. We all have data points in our lives. When we get our blood tests back from our doctors, what is that? Does that identify who we are? No, they're data points. It tells us what we need to do next based on what's there. You know, when we go and we weigh ourselves before a sprint and do our measurements, does that tell us what kind of a human being we are? No, they're data points that gives us an opportunity so that we can understand what we get to do next. That's it. That is empowering. You can take that to the bank. You can take that and use that energy to run your whole life on. This is a needle mover for me. Absolutely a needle mover. Drop it like it's hot. Your emotions are there simply to tell you how you're feeling. That's it. End of story. We no longer have to become emotional prisoners to what our emotions are telling us. And I'll tell you again that folks who don't get a handle on this are having problems with their temper. They're having problems with holding stuff in and becoming bitter. They're having problems with their thyroids, their stomach issues. There's all kinds of physical manifestations that happen. All right, I'm back. And not only that, but you know what else that happens? Is that your mind becomes cluttered and multi-layered, full of garbage that you just can't sort out because you're identifying yourself by an emotion. I'm overwhelmed. What does overwhelmed mean? Overwhelmed means you're never going to sort it all out, because overwhelmed, if you're overwhelmed, you're underwater. You're drowning. You can't get up. But if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, boom, whole different thing. Okay, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. What do I need to do here? I'm going to get a paper. I'm going to get my 3x5 cards out. I'm going to write myself a quick list. You've unplugged the emotion from it and simply used that emotion as a data point for figuring this whole thing out. That's a pinky up thing. That is. This is how we roll, ladies. We put our pinkies up because these are things that move the needle in our lives for everything. And you can use this for weight loss. You can use this for your home. You can use this in relationships. You can use this for everything. Because if you can say for just a minute and just go, hold on, back up. It's just a data point. It's just a data point. It's just something here. I am not that emotion. I'm feeling it a little bit. Okay. So now what? Now what do I do? Next. You see? I love this stuff. This makes my head explode because this is everything. This is how we move the needle in our lives. You can use this for everything, even your work. I do this with my work because I start thinking, I'm overwhelmed. I've got this. Blah, 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 blah. Look at my desk. Look at this and the other thing. And then I say, no, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. Okay, so what do I need to do first? 5 minutes, clear off my desk, even straighten out my papers. Even if I've got piles, just straighten it out just for a minute. Okay, deep breath, give myself a minute. And here's my reset, by the way. Use this reset. Here's how your reset works. You just take a minute, you close your eyes, and you just deep breath in, deep breath out. I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength, right? Or however you do this, you're a woman of faith or whatever, but draw on your faith. You think God's just going to dingle you around just like, you're a mouse in front of a cat? No. Leaving you high and dry? No, absolutely not. You put your stuff in perspective, and I promise you just take a deep cleansing breath and you ask for help. It's there. Not only is it there, but it's there in a powerful, powerful way because you are acknowledging your creator and you're also acknowledging who you are, because this is who we are. We're made this way. Isn't that so incredible? Fearfully and wonderfully made. Yay. This is how we're made. So therefore, we can acknowledge all of this, but we don't have to live it and identify in that. Identify who you are. Daughter of the King, who are you? That's up to you to do. But I know who I am. I know who I am. And I have a purpose and I have a mission, and so do you. We all do. I will not be identified by emotions anymore. Emotions are not going to get the better of me, because emotions lead to all kinds of behaviors we don't want. When we identify that with that emotion, we're looking for ways to quell the anxiety that we're feeling. Do we need to go there anymore? No, we don't. Because all we have to do is identify the fact of who we are and knowing who we are, right? And then declare that, share it, and be that woman. Be that woman. And then notice, too, how you're feeling and acknowledge that feeling without becoming the feeling of the emotion, because that's all an emotion is. That's it. It's all it is. It's a feeling. It's an idea. And it's manifesting and feeling it in your body, and that's it. It doesn't have to be your identification, ever. And you don't want it to be. That's it. I just dropped the mic. I hope you found that as incredible as I did, because this was part of my own work that I did. This is in my journal, and I'm sharing it with you because it just made the top of my head explode. These are the things that we need. These are the tools that we need to put things in proper perspective. It's always about that. But when we understand what emotions truly are, merely data points and not our identification. And I'm watching you guys, and you're saying the same thing that I did. So I love it. Anyway, that's it. That's what I have for you today. And I think that's a good place to park it. Thank you so much for being with me today and sharing my journey as I share yours. I love you guys. I think you're amazing. And today, as I was writing everybody's invoice out and well, not everybody, but I write on every single one of those packing slips, every single one of them. And I pray for each one of you as I go. Because you support me, I want to support you in any way that I can. And I love you, and I think you're just tremendous. I love watching our community. I love seeing our community grow. And I love the sisterhood and the love that you guys have for each other. It's incredible. That's pinkies up, because this is a rare thing. Understand it. It's rare. Be a part of it, because this is what I want you to have. I want you to have this kind of vibrant life. And I appreciate the fact that you always show up. You show up. You're amazing. So thanks for that. And don't forget, get your appetite control business going on, get your blitz, get your stuff going on. And if you need me for anything, for heaven's sakes, holler. I'm here. And I love you. Peace be with you. Bye.